today, and we are going to today talk about the true reason for body positivity movement as spoken about by Gina Bontempo on her podcast, I'm Doing Great. Mark Lobliner, my good friend, was on this podcast not too long ago, and I've been a fan for quite a while now. She is one of the people that was very outspoken and open about the ridiculousness that was happening during the last 2.5 years when it comes to this fucking ridiculous bullshit that's been going on. I have no fucking, I have nothing. I mean, you can call it whatever you want. I don't even care. But we're going to talk about it. She listed out the most likely best reason for the body positivity movement I have ever heard, and it is. I mean, it made me think. I have truly, like, I was like kind of like stunned, you know. And then I showed it to Crystal, and Crystal was like, "Yeah, that makes sense." It's kind of amazing. I'm going to say hi to everybody. I saw somebody in the comments saying that they don't like me saying hi to everybody. It takes up too much time, and I totally understand where you're coming from. And I just wanted to say, fuck you. I mean, I wanted to let you know that, like, I get where you're coming from. It takes too much time for your feeble little fucking mind because you have a 7-second attention span. And I just wanted to make sure you knew to fuck you. So if anybody has a problem with it, please do not watch. I do not fucking care. If you cannot stand me for a couple minutes to talk with the audience that comes here and has been coming here for years, while most of you bitches were pretending that you should be wearing a diaper on your fucking face, you can feel free to fuck off. That's what are you gonna do? Unfollow me again? I obviously don't give a fuck. So I'm gonna say hi to the people that have been showing up. And again, if you don't like it, suck up a penis. Virtually. I'm a married man, so like suck on the virtual penis. So I don't know. I'm in a mood. In case you haven't fucking guessed it, I'm in a bit of a mood. Crystal is cracking up over here. She's like, oh shit. She's leaving the room. She's like, I don't want to be privy to this. Anyway, Lacey Shrinks, how the fuck are you doing? Paranormal Fativity. I absolutely fucking love the name. That's so amazing. That's amazing. I love it. Angel Marks, how you doing? Janet, what's going on? Fat Chick in a Barn, what's going on? Taylor Oz, and that's what I said. Totally love it. Laura, how the fuck are you? Why were April Lauren videos taken down? They were not. You just aren't looking correctly. So why would I take down videos where I'm completely 100% true, accurate, and giving my expert opinion that has helped out many, many, many other people in reference to the shitty ass advice that she gives her audience in lieu of trying to pretend like she's just doing it for herself? Why would I take that shit down? Why would I take down the videos where I very clearly show that she is indeed a fucking liar? So I wouldn't take those down. So they could possibly get taken down from YouTube, but then I would, because what could happen? Here's what could happen, right? She could try to get those videos taken down, copyright stricken or something like that, right? I would then counter it, you know? Then she would have to take legal action, like actually hire a lawyer and sue me and shit like that, you know, to do so, right? To keep them down. And I would look forward to it because then I would get discovery and then I could prove that she's been lying. And so that's not happening. Anyway, Vexed Faye, what's happening, man? I haven't seen you in a little bit. Hello, I have been in absentia since I got a little too into horror movies in October. That's funny. Kimberly Gonzalez, how are you doing? The April videos are still there. You have to go to the lives section, not the videos section. Thank you very much. Hey there, just jumped over from Papa Swolio's stream. I hope he's doing good. Got it, good. I think we all do in October. We watch scary movies all the time. I love scary movies. So, no pandemic amnesty. We want accountability. I agree. I posted this recently, and if you're not following me, by the way, if you're not following me on Twitter, you should, because I'm just saying whatever fuck comes to my mind. But I posted a little bit ago that the request for, you know, we should just forgive each other for what we did during the pandemic is a complete ploy. Like, once I rethought about it, it is a complete strategic move, because now they're trying to say, well, we put the olive branch out, when in fact, most of these fucking people, like if you were in a position of authority, like the CDC director, and I'm just going to say this, the CDC director should should be put on trial for crimes against humanity and possibly face the death penalty. I would love to hear how not. She openly on video, I have the video, and it's still up, told people in 2020 and 2021 that pregnant women, menstruating, like women that are trying to get pregnant women, breastfeeding women should all get the vaccine, that it was perfectly safe and it was good for them and everything like that, without any fucking data. Many people probably did this. I wonder how many miscarriages it caused or deaths. Anybody that pumped these vaccines as perfectly safe and 100% effective committed an act of crime against humanity. They should all face tribunals and possibly the death penalty. Every single fucking one of them. Every single fucking one of them. And that includes anybody that pushed for it and then kept pushing for it. You know, especially if you pushed for mandates or lied about the efficacy or safety of it, you should go. You should at best spend life in prison. At best, in a deep, dark fucking hole. Anyway, I'm doing a 60-mile walk challenge for November. That's 7 miles so far. Laura, that is outstanding. This should be interesting. It is afternoon, everybody. Goblin mode, what's happening? Tifo, what's up, motherfucker? Or motherfuckette. I don't know if you're a guy or a girl with Tifo. I just, for some reason, was very sexist and thought you were a guy. I don't know. Martina, how are you? Maz, what's going on? I love saying hi. Right. Thank you very much. I think it's endearing. Like it's, you know. Tanya, how are you doing? Chris in real life, Jessica, cookies, Mimi Ramon, have the bell enabled and request a notification in the stream specifically and still didn't get one. Thanks, YouTube, these motherfuckers. That's why, have you guys seen, on a different note, have you guys seen the fucking celebrity meltdown about possibly paying $8 a month to keep their fucking blue checks on fucking Twitter? Here's a reality. I don't even give a fuck about the blue check, but I already pay for Twitter Blue because it allows me to edit my fucking tweets for 30 minutes. And it allows me to post longer videos. And now we're talking about, and that's like $3 a month. We're talking about it going to $8 a month with the possibility of being able to monetize videos on Twitter like you fucking do on YouTube. Fuck yeah. Take my money, motherfuckers. Take my money. That's a return on investment. I would fucking make that back. These bitches just think so highly of themselves that they think they should be seen as verified and at a higher class than everybody else because they think that they fucking matter. Most of these people are literally famous, are literally famous for pretending to be other people. Like if you are an actor and actress, I don't understand why you think you're so fucking important. We like you because we like how you pretend to be somebody else besides you. The fuck? Fox, how you doing? Lamo, what's going on? Pixie Dust, what's going on? Good. I mean, I nothing to get. I'm glad you came here though. Careful saying things like that. Paul Pelosi will take you up on the offer. Yeah, fucking for real. No shit. Did you notice that they changed Taylor Swift's video and took out the image of the fat on the scale? Yeah, weak ass, fucking woke ass, stupid ass bullshit. That's what Taylor Swift is. I mean, she's a wokey too. I think it's ridiculous. They fucking bullied this woman into not being able to represent her own fucking eating disorder. Like that's how soft these fucking people are. Not only are they physically soft like a fucking marshmallow, but they're fucking soft intellectually and weak and mentally. Yeah. Amy, how you doing? And I think we got Herschel. How you doing? Yeah, they're asking for forgiveness right at election time. Fuck that shit. That Lindsay with an A. What's happening? If you haven't subscribed to that Lindsay with an A, please do so. Please go do so. Everybody go do so. I fiscally had to look you up the other day. I have not seen your content show up in my feed in weeks. I think you mean physically, but fiscally works for me too. Rip freedom of speech. I mean, Twitter's doing okay. People are still freaking out about Musk, but I don't say anything that would be considered hate speech anyway. I just speak facts, you know, and reality. So, anything. Thought police coming to a community near you. No shit. So listen, what we're going to do is we are going to watch a segment of the I'm Doing Good podcast, or I'm Doing Great podcast with Gina and Mike. And I love this whole bit here. Gina Bontempo gives a possible reason for body positivity that I had not really thought about before, but is incredibly likely. Guy I know who is in the Lizzo cult just ended a 25-year friendship over a girl over the Taylor Swift thing. That's fucking patheticness. Pathetic. Let's fucking extricate that weakness from your life, motherfuckers. Extricate it. Anyway, here we go. They're getting ready to talk about the Disney thing, the Disney ballerina thing, and then they showed this real ballerina who. Anyway, but here we go.
What's that?
I don't know.
What's that? I don't know. That's funny already. Just funny already. And let me make sure this volume's all the way up for you guys.
That part of the
it's an actual ballerina. I guess.
So
did you hear her? It's an actual ballerina, and she's like, I found that very, very funny too. But here we go.
There's a lot of things to be said about this. I mean, obviously, this is just another.
Okay.
This is just another way to promote the fat acceptance and body positivity movement, which, like, kind of a tangent. But I'm almost convinced that the body positive movement, the fat acceptance movement, was
here it comes.
Created by a bunch of hot girls who just want to eliminate the competition out there and secure themselves a high quality mate.
What the fuck? I mean, I don't know if it's because I never really thought about it, like from the female perspective, but holy fuck. I mean, like, and I'm sorry, but like, that's something so, like, she goes on. It's fucking crazy good.
Because when you were like, it's like that Bill Burr bit. Have you seen that bit that Bill Burr does?
What did he say?
Where he says, he's like, if all you women out there put just as much energy into seeing the WNBA as you do into cheering on fat girls, like they'd be rich and, you know, they get paid more.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh my God, you're such a goddess. You're such a goddess. You're so beautiful. And he's like, keep doing what you're doing. I would fucking kill myself if I looked like that, you know? And then it's like that scene in Mean Girls where
she just goes off about that. I mean, it's so amazing.
Where Regina George stops some random girl in the hallway and says, oh my God, I love your skirt. Where did you get it? It was my mom in the 80s.
The ugliest effing skirt I've ever
Vintage,
seen.
so adorable. That was the ugliest effing skirt I've ever seen. Like, women, that's like the way of women. That's like what we do.
Yes.
And and here's me, because like, first of all, I just don't notice shit like that but like, if guys were that catty towards me, I honestly do not notice that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like very self-actualized about who I am. I've been fat, I've been skinny, I've been strong, I've been weak, you know, and like, I don't like, I'm sure that there's a lot of modern dudes, especially nowadays, that are like this, because a lot of modern dudes, like the Gen Zers and shit like that, are very fucking effeminate themselves. And they have the testosterone levels to prove it. It's just kind of factual, actually. But I didn't really look at it from this perspective, but holy fucking shit. I mean, holy shit.
Women biologically, women are inclined to compete with each other more than men are. And
if you don't like, the fucked up thing about this is no shit. This is no fucking shit. And Vexed, I'll get to that in a second, because I think it's a pretty good fucking thing. Hang on. Let's listen here.
That's for a lot of different reasons. Reproductively, we only release 300 to 400 viable eggs in our reproductive lifetime.
Yeah.
Men, you have hundreds of millions of sperm cells. You essentially have like an unlimited amount of sperm, unlimited amount of seed to just spread around the world.
Yeah.
So although men have obviously much more testosterone, you're much more competitive when it comes to physical situations. Women with each other, that term catty, like catty women, like it doesn't come from nowhere. We are biologically more in competition with each other than men are, because we have to.
And I did not notice this, but it's explained so fucking much.
To find a high quality mate who is going to be able to protect us and provide for us when we're pregnant for 9 months and we're not at all obviously not fertile in that time. We're not in any position to find another partner. So we have to find a man who is going to be able to provide for us.
It's just fucking, I had not thought about it at all, but it's brilliant. Like, and it explains a lot. Because I will tell you this, there's not a lot of fucking dudes in the fat acceptance community. You know why? They're fucking weak. And somebody asked me when I was weak. There was a time when I hadn't really worked out that much, but I was fat. And I just kind of started working out and stayed fat and then got fatter while I worked out. I didn't just gain all of the weight to get stronger. I was already decently I had the thickness going on with 3 C's before I started even YouTube. I had a little bit of thickness going on, just trying to get stronger and stuff like that. So I was definitely weak. For a while, I was just fat and weak, you know?
So that makes us so much more competitive with other women.
Which, by the way, I don't know if you are already, but here is the video that I am playing for you right now. Go follow this channel, follow her. She is on all the outlets too. We're about to watch her Instagram, another video on her Instagram, which I found it's on a very similar line as this. It's very fucking interesting.
Compared to men being competitive with each other. So for example, like a great example is if a guy tells another guy, dude, you're getting fat, you got to lose some weight. The guy's probably like, yeah, bro, man, I know, you're right, dude. I just haven't been eating well. I've been drinking a lot. You're right, man. Let's hit the gym. If a girlfriend tells her friend, honey, you're getting a little bit chubby, I mean, she'll be like, you're such a bitch. Like, I can't believe you would say that to me. I've been through so much lately. But what women actually do instead of that.
This is true. This is Machiavellian. I said the same word. It's like almost a Machiavellian type scenario where they, through diminished competition, they convince their competition to, in fact, take themselves out of the competition pool. You know, I mean, because and this is going to upset some people because I'm going to kind of go along with what she's saying, right? But men that are like that dig fat chicks, they're weak ass men too. Like, I mean, they either want a weak spouse, they want a spouse that they know is not going to be around a long time. If that's your preference is a morbidly, if your preference is a morbidly obese woman, you're not trying to find somebody you're going to spend forever with. Like, biologically, we know this. And most men, like most fit dudes, they don't want somebody that's too thin, and they don't want somebody that's too thin because they want somebody that's going to be healthy for a long time, and they're looking for a mate. I'm sorry, but this is absolutely fucking true, because it goes just what she's saying. It goes along the other way. Men that seek out morbidly obese women are, in fact, weak men. If you seek out morbidly obese, it's one thing if you get married and the woman gains weight, you should still encourage them to be as healthy as possible, do whatever you can do. If you really love somebody, you want to spend as much time with them as you can. If you seek out a morbidly obese woman when you are a fit dude, to me, that looks more like you're trying to find somebody you could absolutely abjectly control, that's never going to leave you for somebody else that might, that might be, more attractive than you. It's almost like you're setting yourself up to make sure that you are in control of a situation, like most fit people want fit people because health. Women don't like fat men. Like, I'm so like it is. I mean, I've seen a bunch of women talk about like how they like the dad bod thing, how the dad bod used to be. And the dad bod used to be where the guy had a little bit of extra weight around the stomach, but still looked like he worked out occasionally and stuff like that. Now the dad bod looks like Homer Simpson, because it's morphed into a much less healthy version. But to me, this just strikes completely 100% on the chords. Like, I mean, it just absolutely does.
Is they will cheer on women doing destructive things to themselves.
Yes. Like Meghan McCain.
Yep.
Like Meghan McCain.
Do you want to hear what she said?
What does she say?
Meghan McCain, I'm being harassed for being fat while pregnant, and girls' bodies are judged.
Meghan McCain's fat without being pregnant.
More than ever. So no, it's not woke to love Disney Plus's size ballerina. She says, there's no reason to freak out over Ashley Graham walking in elite fashion shows. I'm not a wild progressive for cheering on lingerie ads that showcase the full spectrum of women's body shapes. The body positivity movement is a positive thing, and saying so doesn't make me part of the woke mafia.
It does.
It does. It does. I agree with Gina.
It's by definition a woke movement to promote.
She said, Meghan
women being
McCain said,
fat.
loving Lizzo isn't woke. Look at Lizzo. That is
as
woke.
That
Being
is-
like, yeah,
I love how, by the way, if you notice on this, I want to pull this back up. If you notice on this, her shapewear snatches her stomach in. Why does it snatch her stomach in if there's nothing wrong with being fat? You can see it right here. You can absolutely see it where this pull, like the material pulls in on her stomach. Look at that right here, right here. I mean, hang on, let me, right here. It pulls in on her stomach. How body positive is that? Huh? That's not very body positive if you ask me.
that's beautiful. That's woke, because anything woke is a lie. It's a lie.
Yep.
This is what we see. This is what women do to each other. Women will, even if it's subconscious, they will subconsciously tear each other down and make sure that they get a leg up and have an even better shot at
That's
landing
what
a
it is.
high quality
That's-
mate.
Are you up to date on Love is Blind?
Yeah.
Do you remember when
Oh fuck! I didn't realize I talked about Love Is Blind. I stopped watching this. Chris and I watched Love Is Blind.
the Hispanic woman went to go meet her brothers and her father?
Yeah.
And the one brother seemed cool, but the other brother was like, yo, if my sister got fat, would you leave her, bro?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And he was like, well, no. I mean, like, I would definitely try and get her in the gym, blah, blah, blah. And if I was there, I'd be like, yeah. Yes. If she got fat, I would tell her something. And if she didn't decide to do anything about it, yeah, I'd probably leave
It's
her.
also a dumb question because people act like you just get fat overnight. They act like you go to sleep and you wake up one day and you're fat.
Yeah.
Like because the question was if she gained 300 pounds, would
Oh,
you
right,
still
right,
love her?
right.
Do you know how long it takes to gain 300 pounds?
Also,
I mean, a long time. Like that's the thing when people are like, "Oh, you don't understand body types, this and that." You did not get fucking 100 pounds overweight in a month. It didn't happen to you. You did it. You did it to yourself. You do it to maintain 300 fucking pounds. That is force feeding. I mean, damn near force feeding. It just is ridiculous.
300 pounds is kind of insane. That's like some crazy. If the question was if she put on 80 pounds, and I'll be like, dude, 80 pounds is a lot.
Even
of
if it's 80 pounds, you know how long it's going to take to put on 80 pounds? Like that's a months long process. So you're just going to let your wife get fat. You're just going to, what about the first 20 pounds? After the first 20 pounds, at some point, you're going to have a conversation.
Listen, guys, especially married men.
Get the best.
Oop, hang on. Crazy shit. I'm going to get to a few questions here real quick. Wow, I can get that logic. Women are catty, especially younger women. True. Even if we independent women don't want to see ourselves that way, it's a biological thing that happens naturally. I completely agree. She's amazing. Absolutely, go subscribe to that channel. It's the I'm Doing Great podcast. I fucking love it. I'm catching back on all sorts of old episodes. Thicker than a snicker. No, I was just fucking fat. I was fat. There are articles saying body positivity isn't for dad bods. I mean, it's ridiculous. So that means it's not for men. You know, it's not for men or for actual men. So why is this so accurate? It's perfectly accurate. Wait, I mean, it's crazy. We're gonna go look at her Instagram too. I've had 30 extra pounds on me all my 20s, and at 27 maintains for 74 kilograms, and it feels heavy regardless of the compliment I get that I'm not fat. Right? This isn't intentional. Women frequently confuse niceness for goodness. It causes problems. Nice is not the same as virtue. They also want women obese because they think no one else will want them. They won't cheat or leave. Men who love obese women like that control insecurity. I completely agree. I completely agree. Male comrades is real, and very few women have it feel. I definitely think some women are jealous of that. Possibly. This is true about the guys, Alan. I have a friend who lost 150 pounds, and her husband has freaked out ever since and basically became insanely jealous. I mean, You should be happy. 150 fucking pounds? Like, I mean, he must still be a fat fuck himself. Is he a fat fuck vexed? So I'm guilty of being offended when I was told that I was getting chunky by my mom. Now I'm totally thankful that she opened her eyes. That's awesome. You should let her know that too. Megan is a court jester conservative. She's not a conservative. She's a fucking plant. The knees going backward kills me every time. I mean, fucking for real, you know? Her shape wear is going to hurt her organs if it's too tight on her, and I'd say that it's a person to wear corsets. Exactly. Yeah, Lizzo's trying to appear thick when she's just fat. She's just fat. She's been 300 pounds, dude. She's 5'10" 10" woman, 5'10" woman. She's been fat, 300 pounds. Been fat. This woman nailed it. I completely agree. Completely. My husband praises me for gaining muscle and being disciplined to stick to it and work through it. He's proud that I take care of myself. That's awesome. That is awesome. Now, what we're going to do here, I'm going to get away from that, and then we're going to go to this. And Instagram. This is also her Instagram, which I will share. I'll share this also, too. Boom. I'm going to scroll that down a little bit. And again, this is one of her reels. So go ahead and go follow her on Instagram. Also, she deserves it. I think she's doing really, really, really good work. This is an amazing, and I mean amazing fucking video. It goes very much along the same lines. It says, men would never fall for this nonsense. Media companies know that, and they capitalize it. So they sell body positivity and fat acceptance to women and wrap it in a little bow of compassion and empowerment, and women eat it right up. The more clicks and views and follows these companies get, the more money they make. So they continue to take advantage of women's insecurities and lie to them about obesity. Round and round we go. Meanwhile, obesity rates are higher than ever. Boom. Here it is. Whoop.
Positivity is only sold to women and never men. Have you ever noticed that you've never seen a morbidly obese man on the cover of GQ or Men's Health? And yet...
And if you do see it, it's extremely, extremely rare. And it's almost like if you see them on the cover of any magazine, it's normally that they're an athlete or that for GQ, it's like they're with somebody else, you know?
There are many women's magazines that will feature morbidly obese women.
That's the cover that started it all. That's the cover that they used to test the waters, to see if people could fucking suspend logic and critical thinking enough to think that this was in some way fucking attractive. A woman who looks like her knees are on absolutely fucking backwards, who is rounder than she is tall, trying to pretend like she is some sort of fucking sex symbol, when in fact she is literally bigger and fatter than circus fat women from 100 years ago. It's fucking crazy.
And on the cover and have the actual headline called "This is Healthy."
If it was healthy, they wouldn't need to state this is healthy. They wouldn't need to try to reprogram people's thought process to say that this is healthy. They wouldn't need to try to actually change people's minds and put it in their head that they have to say that this person's healthy or they're somehow politically incorrect.
Keep in mind that obesity is the leading cause of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, stroke, and many types of cancers. And currently in America, nearly half of the population is obese.
Now, this is where I differ from you, Gina. And I would love to actually have a live conversation about this with anybody, not just you, because I know you're just going off old statistics, but the statistics you just read off were published in 2018. So 42.5% obesity was published in 2018, which means it was 2016 numbers. So here we are, a full pandemic, and close to a dozen years later, like 6 or 7 years later, almost, for this information to be collected. I would argue that we're well over 50% obesity, something like 50 to 60% obesity, and 80 to 85% overweight. Super obese is probably in the 30-some percentile range. Super obese means a person is literally 35 BMI or up, which is the vast majority of people. And then if you want to look at it from a sarcopenic and visceral obesity, with people having low muscle mass and visceral obesity, so meaning that even though they may not be super high on the BMI scale, if you take their waist to height ratio, the average American female is in fact morbidly obese. The average American female As of 2018 numbers for this too, so it's likely gotten much worse since then, since we had the great fattening of 2020. But the average American female in 2018 was 5'3.5" tall, weighed 170.7 pounds at 5'3.5" tall, and had a waist measurement of like 38, which puts it well over the like a 0.6 ratio, putting them as morbidly obese in a visceral fashion. For men, the average weight of a male, the average height was 5'9", and the average weight was 199.8 or 199.9. For some reason, my mind is glitching right now. I can't picture it because I do a lot of I picture the fucking statistics, but I can't picture it right now. With a waist to height ratio of close to 0.6. So they are also the average male and the average female. If you put the averages together, the average male and the average female is indeed viscerally obese, most of the time with a great degree of low muscle mass. No woman likely should, no average height woman has the frame capacity to have a 2 as the first number of their body weight. We have a lot of 200-pound plus females, and I mean a lot. You do not have the muscle mass to support being that fucking fat. And even though females should indeed have a little bit more body fat on them than the males, if we just reverted, fuck the BMI, because that's a huge argument that the fat acceptance community uses to try to, dismiss reality. But if we just forget that and we just go off waist to height ratio or even just waist circumference statistically shows that most women that have a waist measurement above 35 inches are in fact in deep fucking physical danger. For men, it's 40 inches. You're in deep shit. You are in absolute deep shit. If your waist measurement is 0.6 of your height measurement, you are indeed at massively increased risk of cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, osteoarthritis, kidney disease, multiple different kinds of cancers, stroke, sudden death syndrome from the fucking jibby jab, all sorts of shit. And not to mention that you disproportionately clog our healthcare system and use massive amount of healthcare expenditure. And in reality, you look like shit. If we're just going to fucking go, you look like shit too. Let's hear what else.
And 70% is overweight. We are currently in the middle of a public health pandemic. And
boom! Yes, we fucking are. I've been screaming it for fucking years. It has been a public health pandemic when it comes to our obesity levels. Obesity and lifestyle-driven chronic illness account for $3 trillion a year in shared healthcare costs. $3 fucking trillion a year. And the vast majority of resource usage for healthcare in the United States is used by lifestyle-driven chronic illness that could be avoided if people stopped eating, drinking, and smoking like fuckheads.
that is obesity. So why are women's magazines selling obesity to us as if it's something to praise or to glorify or even to be proud of? That's because there is a lot of money to be made off of women's insecurity.
Damn, she's fucking fire. No shit.
When a guy is really overweight, if another dude tells him, bro, you're really fat, you need to hit the gym and eat less, the guy is usually like, okay, dude, yeah, I probably should. But if you tell a woman that she's overweight and that she should work out more, the shrieking will never end. Women
That's fucking funny. It's true too. Very true. Very true.
Tend to harbor many more insecurities in general about their physical appearance. They know that there's a lot more money to be made from lying to you than telling you the truth. All of these companies know that women have such deep-seated insecurities about their figure and about their diet that instead of telling you the truth about how to get healthy and how to live a better life, they would rather sell things to you and make more money and get more clicks and views online and lie to you and tell you that obesity is beautiful and something to be glorified.
Amazing. Absolutely fucking amazing. Absolute, just fucking all of it. I fucking love all of it. No shit. Fucking out fucking standing. That is so fucking good. I can't even get over it. I mean, just ridiculously good. Fucking amazing. What did she say about the fucking logo?
So the latest is that Taylor Swift was promoting fat phobia in one of her new music videos. There's this scene where she steps on a scale and the scale sends her a message, and it's not a number or her weight, it's just the word fat. So apparently this is a scene that's supposed to express her struggles with disordered eating and her struggles with trying to live up to people's expectations. But of course, the body positive crowd has deemed this fat phobic.
It's weird because they can just deem shit inappropriate. Fucking, it's completely is. There's Mark. It's magnificent. It really is. I would love to have a conversation with her.
The Atlantic is calling for pandemic amnesty. So they want forgiveness from the last 2 years of berating us and belittling us and literally wishing illness and death upon people who chose not to get the you-know-what. Remember, these are the same exact people who are all too quick to support small businesses being shut down and people losing their livelihood while Target and Walmart were left open. They're also the same people who advocated for passports in order for you to travel, to go to sporting events, to shop, eat at restaurants. And they're the same people who advocated for you to lose your job if you chose not to get you-know-what. These are the same people that were totally supportive of the hospital policies that prevented others from saying goodbye to their dying loved ones in the hospital. They were supportive of shutting down schools and deeming some workers as essential and others as non-essential. Oh, and the woman who wrote this article less than a year ago, she was advocating for passports. She wanted you to lose your job and lose access to shopping and lose access to sporting events and lose access to travel if you didn't get the you-know-what. You literally took plays from the Nazi playbooks, and she writes in the article, we didn't have all of the information. We had just as much information as you did. And yet,
yes, you did. And yet, when people like me or her obviously brought up completely realistic, factually based, numbers-based, statistics-based, and historical data on how to handle this shit, I was deemed a conspiracy theorist, and literally they tried to fucking destroy everything in my fucking life. Fuck all you motherfuckers. I mean, there is no amnesty. I will not fucking forgive. I will not fucking forget. Fuck you. Fuck you, the horse you rode in on, the horse's mom that you rode in on. Fuck all the horses. Fuck all of you. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Not you, Gina. This is amazing work. I'm going to be following more. By the way, Gina, I've been following you. If you watch this, I've been following you on Instagram for like fucking year and a half, 2 years, and I have you on notifications, and Instagram is not sending me notifications when you're fucking on. Just putting that out there. So I'm going to talk to the crowd here a little bit. We're at 37 minutes, so I got a little bit of fucking time. I wanted to pop back up, and we are going to go right from here. Boom. If you are average height, 5'4", you should not be over 130 pounds unless you are a professional athlete and with a lot of muscle, like CrossFit Games. That's reality. Like people. The average height woman should weigh like 130, 140 pounds. And to that point, though, also, to that point, the concept of 2,000 calories a day for a woman of that size is completely ridiculous, especially if you're a sedentary individual. If you don't actually have a large caloric burn, the idea is maybe 1,400 calories should be kind of like your average. 1,600 calories should be your maximum. 1,300 calories should be your minimum. But to be real, 2,000 calories for the average 5'4" woman is radically too high, especially considering that most of you, male and female out there, are lazy fucks. And by lazy, I mean you don't move much. I mean, I'm not saying you're lazy like you are no bubble. Well, fuck, you don't move much. You're fucking lazy. Fucking get up and move. If you don't like me saying it, get up and fucking move more. For real. Unless you are a Williams sister, anything remotely near 200 pounds is obese. But here's the fucking thing. Even about them, even about the Williams sisters, they are high-level professional athletes. I wouldn't even consider them healthy. They're just high-level professional athletes. A lot of times, elite, high-level athletes that depend upon explosiveness and power are not the healthiest fucking people. Elite-level athletes, even when you run a lot, or endurance athletes, that is not great for you because, like after a while, it goes past conditioning and becomes about optimization. Normally, when you try to optimize shit about your athletic performance, it has a wear and tear on at least your bones, joints, stuff like that, let alone your internal organs. But even for the Williams sisters, it would absolutely shock me if they didn't do the same thing that most professional football players do, hockey players, baseball, even baseball players do, and downsize radically when they retire. It wouldn't surprise me at all if they both did it. You can't ignore waist to height ratio. It's like a baseline indicator. Absolutely. Like that's the thing too. Like for years now, I've been stating basic facts and people just want to fucking pretend like I'm being mean. If you're fucking as big as, if your waist measurement is equivalent or even close to equivalent to your height measurement, if you're round, you fucked up. You've made some bad fucking life decisions. You need to fix that shit real fucking quick. Like if you are like, if you look like the human equivalent of a bowling ball, like Tess Holiday, you are a fucking shitty ass. You are treating your body horribly. You are not setting a good example for anybody. You need fucking help. Get fucking help. Stop pretending like you got your shit together. It's ridiculous to believe so. I'm not saying that you have to be a bad person if you're that big. I'm saying Tess Holiday is a horrible fucking person. But you don't have to be. You're not necessarily a bad person, but you're definitely not treating yourself well. And if you're in denial of it, you are just in denial of not treating yourself well. You are harming yourself probably with every meal you eat. This completely makes sense because in retrospect, no, not one woman ever called me fat when I was fat, but I've definitely heard don't get too skinny from them. That's a fucking great ass point right there. Absolutely great ass motherfucking point. Hey, well, I want to take a moment to pitch my fucking my goods and wares. So give me a second. Here is where you can get No Morbidity. You can get No Morbidity at Ambrosia Collective while we have some in stock, while we have some in supply. You can also get my book, Fuck Being Fat. That gives you the app for a month. Crystal is teaching a Tabata class tonight. Her classes have been fucking crazy, amazing, fucking awesome. Or you can get a 30-minute consultation from either Crystal or myself, which also gives you the app for a month. And that's where I can help you get your shit together for even the holiday season, prepare for it. A lot of you who historically have trouble with weight, the holiday seasons is when you historically have trouble with weight. A lot of people get in better shape, and then all of a sudden the holiday season hits, and then they gain a lot of fucking weight. So let me help you. Let's avoid that this year. Least insurable in the world. Manipulating your own gain is straight evil. Your own manipulation for your own gain is evil. I agree. These people are horrible people. The last time I was over 40 inches was when I was around 17. In my 30s, I can fit into 34. That's amazing. I'm not even talking about, I'm not like, there's a big difference, right? So I'm not talking about, make sure my zipper's up before I stand up because I don't wear underwear. But I'm not even talking about like your waist size right here. I'm talking about like right up here. So basically, I'm talking like right in here, you know? And by the way, that's just to show you guys, I don't have abs. I just have a flat stomach. But it's 2 inches above your belly button, and I have abs. It's just like four pack, you know. But it's 2 inches above your belly button, and it's not your actual pants measurement. It's your waist size. There's a difference. So I feel I've never seen pregnant or post-pregnancy women about positivity. Facts: the beauty industry sells a solution for every insecurity. Absolutely. So if we raise women to be secure, then most of their issues disappear. Exactly. Like the problem is it's a weird type of competition. Like I see other dudes and the competition I feel is I want to be better. I don't want to bring them down. But society also, like industry also monetizes the fuck out of women. It's so much more expensive to be a woman than a man. I need to spend money on razor blades. And razor blades and mouthwash and toothpaste, and that's it. That's all, you know? So women have to wear, you know, a couple of dollars worth of makeup every single day, plus all sorts of other shit. Fucking crazy. No forgiveness. We want justice. I want fucking justice. There's no amnesty. I will not be fucking forgetting any goddamn time soon. And as a newsflash, I'm going to be traveling a little bit to different cities. And if you watch this, I just got to fucking let you know, if you walk up and get in my face about wearing a mask, you're going to be counting lights. You can look up what that means. Fat acceptance should be ashamed. Absolutely ashamed for body shaming Taylor Swift. I mean, they fucking literally took this young woman's like artistic representation of her eating disorder and made it all about them and got pissed at her. It's so fucking crazy. Like, talk about the fucking insanity. They're all crazy. They're fucking crazies, all of them. No forgiveness, no sympathy, and no fucks left to give. I don't have any sympathy. Some fucking woman died today after fucking trying to shame a bunch of fucking people about getting the jab and saying people that didn't get the jab were fucking dying and shit like that. Ha ha, we're better off without them. And then she died of fucking heart condition at fucking 49 because of the fucking jibby jab. Fucked around, found out, right? It helps me so much. I listen every day, Mr. Roberts. So I begin to think about myself, my body, how far I've went and my wrong way. With every day I turn to the right way. Good for you, Jiv Roos. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. They couldn't be told, they had to be shown. Exactly. I'm 47 and morbidly obese was rare compared to today. I'm 47 and morbidly obesity was rare compared to today. Today, obese people claim healthy. When I was a kid, they claimed a medical reason for obesity. Right. They used to look for excuses. Now they just fucking ignore. Very good fucking point. A present that I found on the channel. Thank you very much. For real. You can't, I'm not forgiving shit. I'm not. I not only am I not forgiving anybody that tried to fucking extricate me from society for stating the fucking truth and being correct the whole fucking time, and they haven't actually said, "Hey, we were wrong." We just need to. We got to stop, and both sides need to apologize. I don't need to apologize for shit, motherfuckers. I'm about to fucking turn this throttle up to fucking 12, bro. Like for real. Like my volume's about to get pinned on fucking loud. You know, like I'm not fucking. I'm sorry. But I'm over it. And that's another reason why fucking, we still, like, I see all the time, like the YouTube fitness wars always go back and forth that, you watch, they're going to keep my name out their mouth, especially if they didn't fucking stand up for what was right. Cause I will fucking blast that out very fucking beginning. I'm fucking over it. Fuck these bitches. Fat women want fatness to be accepted and desire to be seen as beautiful and immutable and an immutable trait. So they can give up trying and just eat. I fucking, goddamn. Jarella, that's fucking true as a motherfucker. God damn, that's true. Where did women learn to have all these excuses and insecurities? My mind is totally fucking cosmopolitan. Cosmopolitan, shit like that. 2,000 calories is a lot for an average woman. I work out 6 days a week and at the most it's 1,600 calories. That's about right. And Renata, you have a decent amount of muscle mass on you too. You know, I mean, it is. My Nomo was delivered yesterday according to the tracker, but I think someone stole it from my porch. I'm very sorry to hear that. I would definitely contact them and see what the fuck's up with that. If you see articles saying eat 1,400 calories, those women are demonized by some wellness people saying that they have an eating disorder. That's not, and like the wellness people can shut the fuck up. So, I mean, so calorie burn isn't a real thing. Like, and I get what you're saying, like, and it's not you. Like, if I have aggressiveness in my voice, it's not aimed towards any of you that are bringing this up. However, it's just so. How are we supposed to burn? How many calories are supposed to eat? If you say 2,000 calories for an average adult woman who is decently sedentary, who maybe just gets some walking around going on, that woman is going to weigh about 180 to 200 fucking pounds. I mean, like, reality exists. You know, it's the fucking food. Thanks, my genetics make me, for me making 5'10" right now. You should. Serena's BMI is under 25. I don't know. I mean, she does have a healthy waist to height ratio too. I mean, she's an athlete, you know. Yesterday I got the Ritual PM. Hopefully it'll be delivered in a day or so. I hope so. We need new shirts. Me and Mark are working on it. Trust me. We're working on a bunch of fucking new ones. Bunch. So true. The second you start trying to make better choices, people all of a sudden have a lot to say. It is very crazy because they see a reflection of what they're not doing in you. You know, they see a reflection of how fucked up they are. And they're like, if you leave the fucked upness, you are now a reflection that it can be done. And if it can be done and they're not doing it, they are now what they are, just people that aren't trying. So that's what happens right there. This uncomfortable conversation must be had in so many households. It might destroy relationships, but chances are the relationship is already destroyed in one way or another. I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that. Alan, I've cut back on seed oils and take turmeric to help with inflammation, but I can still tell I swell. Anything else you can suggest? You know, I mean, if you are swelling, I would get checked out by a doctor because that could be a matter of kidney function and stuff like that too. So you do want to get checked out, you know, just to make sure. But I mean, lots of hydration, lots of sleep, stress relief, the whole normal, you know. Alan, I'd kill for a flat stomach. I still have a little chicken nugget and loose flab from when I was fat. Now, you know, don't get me wrong. You don't even have an underwear budget. I just don't like wearing them. I just don't. I like to let myself hang free. You know, like, fuck, man, this is no shit, motherfuckers. If like I didn't actually run business, I'd be naked in the house most of the goddamn day. You know, like the best clothes are no clothes. The fuck, you know. I mean, I unfortunately fucking have to, right? Because it's not socially acceptable for me to be naked on YouTube. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't be naked on YouTube. OnlyFans. Oh, no, just different. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Amy Jacobs, I'm an active 5'5" woman of 44 who works out 5 days a week and get 24,000 steps a day, and I maintain on 1,400 calories. I'm 109 pounds. People think you need way more food than you do. That's the fucking truth. I was really looking forward to trying to no morbidity. Now some jagoff thief is going to benefit. Call them to find out if it was actually delivered. Sometimes FedEx marks delivered and then it's not. But you gotta go through the things. I cannot do anything about it, but I'm very sorry to hear that. So you coming to the West Coast? There is likely I'm going to be out there at some point in time, possibly in December. But if not, definitely, well, not definitely, but pretty sure in April. Mark is going to be having an event. But it depends. Like, I mean, for real, it all depends on a lot of shit. You know, like, I mean, it's hard to say. I have no drive to come to the West Coast besides meeting with Sean and Rashid and the rest of the Ambrosia people. I have no drive to. I don't understand. I don't feel like going to like a communist country, and that's pretty much California and Oregon and Seattle. But we'll see what the elections do. You know, they call the truth hate facts. Funny what you said. 1,600 to 1,700 is plenty for me on an active day. Would I enjoy eating more than that? Absolutely. Of course. Wellness people are the same people that tell others you need to eat sugar to get rid of sugar cravings. True. It's sadly fucking true. Sadly. Eating whole foods, I struggle to eat more than 1,600 calories a day, and I'm on no morbidity. It's helped me trim my average calories by 200. That's fucking banging. That's fucking banging. Outstanding. Out fucking standing. Free balling. I fucking let it fucking fly. Well, shit. So I told them I'm not skinny. They're just fat. That's fucking awesome. Unfurnished. You'd be a nudist? I'd fucking, like, it's just me and Crystal. What if I don't fucking, and I don't care. It's not like I'm fucking bashful. What the fuck? I mean, I don't fucking give a shit. I mean, if it was just me and Crystal, I'd spend the day naked every day. I don't fucking care. I mean, to be honest, y'all, I'm kid-sized fun, so I don't know what you call, but my 10-year-old and me are literally the same size now. I don't know. I want to know, why are the comments that mention fat, obesity, obese getting held for review, YouTube? Are they really? Because I'm not watching on YouTube. Are they fucking really? Fucked up. You keep approving them. Thank you very much, Julian. Thank you very much. That's fucked up. Fucked up. Yeah, I've gotten stuff the next day after something was marked delivered to the. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you just want to check. One time I got a notification something was delivered and it didn't show up until the next day. We have a new gym in my hometown. If you guys went, that would be absolutely amazing. I don't know. I don't know. So Toronto is out of the question. I don't know how the fuck you live there. What the fuck's wrong with you? For real. Like, I mean, and I'm not. It is out of the question. As long as Trudeau is in office, I will not be going. They probably wouldn't let me in anyway. So you can just bring some packs of straw when you go to the restaurants in California and sell them to people who pay for the trip. Funny. When I started cutting out the processed foods and mostly eating home-cooked meals, 2,000 calories is a hell of a lot of food. It really is. It's a lot of food. My girlfriend believes fat phobia is real and says she doesn't mind fat men. I'm starting to wonder if I made a smart choice. I would wonder that too. I mean, you got to be fucking delusional to think that there's an actual irrational fear of being fat. That's what a phobia is. It's an irrational fear. You got to be fucked up in the head to think that there's an actual irrational fear of being morbidly obese. There is no irrational fear of being That's like you're saying you have cancer phobia. You don't actually have a fucking phobia of cancer. You don't want cancer. So if your girlfriend doesn't see anything bad with being fat is a problem, just imagine. I mean, seriously, if you want to have kids with this woman, she doesn't think there's a problem with being fat. What, you fucking fatten your fucking children too? Toronto is fine. Canada's fucked as long as Trudeau's there. I'll just say that out loud. Exactly. Alan, I'm finding no morbidity out with a low-carb food diet to be seemingly winning. Combo just started no morbidity this week, and my hunger is back on track. Trying for the new year. That's fucking awesome. Chris in real life, thank you very much. I'm very happy that you're enjoying it. So fearing ill health is 100% rational. Exactly. I've lost 54 pounds of my own, but I'm starting to struggle a little bit with my appetite. I'm curious for no morbidity. How long will I have to take it to notice results? I do wish I could do it on my own. Normally it takes 3 to 4 days. A lot of people notice the results for helping sleep and everything like that right off the bat. The first day, but normally, like for me, when I go off of it and back on it, which I am going to take mine here shortly, it normally takes me about 3 or 4 days of titration for it to get into my system and go. So listen, I wanted to have anybody ask. Toronto is not fine. I was born there, spent most of my life there. I don't even recognize the place anymore. Exactly. I've seen results within the first 3 days. That's outstanding. Don't give up. I got a friend of mine that finally started taking it seriously. That's awesome. So listen, guys, I am going to go. By the way, here is where, again, you can get No Morbidity at the Ambrosia Collective while supplies last. You can also get my book, Fuck Being Fat, and you can get a 30-minute consultation without Crystal myself. Please do check those things out. If you're interested in coaching, we do consultations first, and then we talk about coaching after that. So we want to make sure you're a good fit for the coaching program. But if you need individualized daily help, somebody to help look over you, we talk to people on a daily basis with weekly video conference calls, and we help manage a person and change their lifestyle by tiny little bits every single week, giving weekly homework, those sorts of things on our conference calls. So please do check that out. Going to place another order, motherfucker. Good for you. Thank you very much. Really thin anorexic people and people who want to change. I just said that, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Kiana Daugherty. We talk occasionally. She recently posted a video on the most obese country in the world. I thought it was really interesting, and you might want to follow. I do believe that is going to be my video tomorrow, unless something else happens. I hope everybody has a great motherfucking day. I got a little bit of fucking shit I got to get done. Flozer, thank you for the idea. Meg Tran, I just saw you join. How are you doing? And everybody else, goddamn.